Okay, first we're going to collect the latex. We're going to fill in a big pail or some kind of things like that. But in order to process, we have a very special case here. That latex milk is going to turn to like this. How it's going to turn to like this? The process is 1 bucket of milk, 1 bucket of water. You mix it together. You mix it together, you stir in by using this. This is a stirring instrument for the rubber. We want to get rid of the bubbles on the surface. So we use this kind. So the water will flow here, so less bubbles. Then you take the remaining bubbles outside. And plus you put this inside. This is the formic acid. Already diluted formic acid. We use the formic acid to coagulate the latex. Okay, to coagulate, we just put 2.5 ml of this inside there. Only 2 or 5 drops maybe of this inside the latex, just to make it harder. Just to turn it into this kind. From latex, from milk, turn to taufu fa if you eat this taufu fa before. Now Uncle Sarah is going to press the rubber. Okay, you can see the water is coming out. Okay, the idea of this process is we want to get rid water inside rubber. So that is the main idea of the whole this tradition. These are okay. What you see today is the traditional process. There is no more this process. Okay, these are the traditional way for you how do you to process rubber. Okay, you see the water is coming out. Uncle is pressing. Okay, now we are bringing it to the machines. This is the traditional machine. Faster.
Slower, fast.
Faster. If you want to work here, you have to roll very fast because you're going to roll more than 200 pieces per day. You alone. Not 2%, 1%. And this is a dangerous work, okay? Your fingers easily gonna go inside this roller. Okay, you're gonna roll it 2 or 3 times until it reaches the thickness of 1 mm, 1 millimeter. And you can see the water is coming out.
It's a pasta roller.
Okay.
Yes.
Then we bring it to the last machine. One volunteer, please. This is 1 time roll only.
I'll do it.
Okay. This is one of the hardest part to roll. That one is easy. This one is very heavy. So 1 time. 1 time only. Okay, you can see here. Okay, you can see what happened to the surface. Okay, it's carved. Okay, carved with some kind of decoration, but it is not a decoration. We do it with the purpose. Okay, the purpose is it works as a drainage so that the water can flow easily. You can see the water flow easily and it wouldn't stuck on the surface. And again, when you stack it in a store, it wouldn't stick to each other. So you can easily take it out one by one. So that's why we are making this right here. You put it back inside water. So at this stage you don't have to worry the water is coming inside the latex because no, the latex, the water is not going to combine. The reason why we are soaking it for 45 minutes is that so that the formic acid that we used earlier wouldn't stick on the surface. So we want to neutralize the formic acid that we use. And then we're going to hang it here for 1 day. This is 1 day hang. So if you touch it, you can see that this is still wet and still got water inside. So the reason of this process is we want to get rid water inside the rubber, 100% fully dehydrated. No water contained inside rubber. So first stage we dry it in the sun for 1 day, turn to like this, and then we put it in the smoke house. And this is the end product of the rubber process.
The colored ones you just dyed?
No, we smoke it.
The red, green,
This
yellow,
one
blue?
we add some colors for for kindergartens, school children. They don't like this color here, so we have to make the focus on what we're saying here.
Like you, Mike.
Hey, I rolled the rubber.
Yeah, you did work that rubber.
See that? Anybody get a picture of that?
I like this part because
You want a sauna? These are the traditional sauna.
oh, it smells delicious. Okay, that's a lie. At first glance, it does.
The smoke is going to follow you everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
Really? It's weird. You can observe a lot.
So we smoke it inside here. we are using rubber wood itself to smoke the rubber sheet. So this is what we call the rubber sheet. This one we call the RSS1, rubber sheet smoke. We put it inside here for 100 hours. 3 days something, nearly 4 days. 100 hours just to make it fully dehydrated like this. This one is very strong. If you stretch it, it wouldn't tear. This one is very strong. This is the original rubber. Yeah, this one is very strong. Unless you use scissors or you tear it, then it's a problem.
I want a dog and a beer now.
There is the traditional Malay house over there.
Can we close the door?
The reason, this is the reason why we put the smokehouse nearby our house. One is to get rid of the mosquitoes. There's a reason. There's a reason.
What is that
And
face?
plus, we don't want our rubber
What is the?
to get
I can barely breathe face.
So they're built nearby their houses. This is the original rubber. No synthetic, no everything, original rubber. There are only several types of stuff that made of 100% of rubber. One is doctor's glove. That one is 100% rubber. And second is condoms. Also 100% rubber. And plus the aeroplane tires. 100% rubbers. Aeroplane tires, they cannot use synthetic.
So is the liquid called latex and this is called rubber?
Yes.
Okay. And then how did native people make rubber and use it?
They wait the rubber to coagulate by itself on the trees.
And how did they use it? What did they use it for?
For footballs, beds, something to play around. Firstly found in Brazil. So actually rubber tree is originated from Brazil. Brought here by Sir H.N. Ridley, 1876. Brought here by Sir He bring this tree to London, but the London Botanical Garden that time they do not like the trees, so they do not believe in anything that bounce. So there's no such thing as bouncing. So what Sir H.N. really trying to say is that these trees is really bounce because he just accidentally met these Amazonian people. They are playing footballs, kind of rubber stuff. So at that time, there's no such a thing that can bounce 2 or 3 times, you know. So he just, wow, this tree can actually bounce. So they follow these Amazonian people. Then they found that they use X. They cut all the trees and all the latex is coming out from the trees and they collect it. And they calculate it by itself. From London to Philippines, from Philippines to Singapore. Singapore's only agreed to, yes, I can have the seeds, but I do not believe in you, so we don't encourage you to do any research. So they plant rubber tree in the Singapore Botanical Garden. And he bring to Malaya at that time. So over here in Perak, he do the research. Sir H.N. Ridley is doing the research in Perak and widely. So that's why rubber is famously known as our production, as Malaysian production, because lots of clones, we better the clones. So right now we are number 4 in production, but in the technology and consultation, we are number 1 in the world. Thanks to the Sir H.N. Ridley because of his motivation and his courage and effort, so we can bring Malaysia up to the world. So everybody know Malaysians. Before this, they know Malaysians maybe considered as indigenous people living on trees. But because of this rubber, we are known widely throughout the world.